Hi guys, and gals. We are opening football and baseball tonight. And what's it going to be? It's going to be 2011 Prime Signatures football and some 2018 Onyx Preferred Players autograph baseballs, and then some Bowman Jumbo baseball. Excuse me. I do have several unpaid items tonight. So, if you are one of those folks who have not yet paid for your teams, please take care of that so we can roll on through things tonight. So first up, we've got a little information to go over before we actually start ripping into the packs. First and foremost, thank you. I appreciate everyone who bids with me and breaks with me, chats with me, stops by just to watch the break. However you participate, I appreciate you and I thank you. And a second note there, all of my feedback is completely automated on eBay. So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. You don't ever have to wait on me to find time to leave feedback. So that's the good news for you on that one. Next up, we're taking a look here at breaks that are already listed on eBay. These are the things that will be ending over the course of the next 5 days. I do list new stuff almost every night, and it does typically run for about 5 days. So that kind of gives you an idea of how things roll around here. So tomorrow night, we're going to open a full case of 2018 Majestic football. That just came out on Wednesday. We opened some of it Wednesday night, last night, and had some pretty cool stuff in it. So I'm looking forward to getting into another case of that. We will also open tomorrow night a full case of National Treasures basketball. And we will do the back half of the Bowman Jumbo baseball case that we're going to start tonight. We'll finish it up tomorrow night. Saturday and Sunday, those, as you notice, both of those days have tons of stuff listed. There's basketball, there's football, there's baseball. We've got a couple of boxes that are multi-item memorabilia boxes. We've got the three-peat basketball box, which includes a signed basketball jersey, a signed actual basketball, and a signed picture. And then we've got a Hit Parade Triple Play baseball box, which includes a signed baseball jersey, a signed actual baseball, and a picture in that as well. And then, of course, we've got full-size helmets breaking and jerseys, lots of one-box breaks, and a lot of stuff that we sometimes break as one box that's doubled up into two boxes. The really good thing, though, about Saturday and Sunday, all of that stuff is free shipping. So everything we break on Saturday and Sunday will be completely free shipping. Note on Sunday that we are starting a little earlier than normal. We're going to start at 9:30. Monday night, we'll do some 2012 Signature Series baseball, another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autograph baseballs, and some more Bowman Jumbo. On Tuesday night, we've got a little memorabilia in there, some more Prime Signatures, and we're going to open a full case of Donruss Optic basketball. I forgot what I was going to say. Basketball blasters, right? So not the hobby boxes, but the blasters, and it's a 20-box case of those. So that's what Tuesday looks like. For tonight, we got a couple of things with free shipping, the 2011 Panini Prime Signatures and the case of 2018 Onyx Preferred Players autograph baseballs. Both of those are completely free shipping. Anytime you do a break with me that has entirely free shipping, it's typically going to go out about 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. Sometimes sooner. If you have something else going out ahead of time, it might hitch a ride. Otherwise, look for that to go out about Wednesday. Our Bowman Jumbo, of course, is a paid break and paid shipping break. And I expect that, I have it listed to go out Monday. There's a slight possibility I can get it out to you sooner than that. I'm going to try my best. So if I can, I will. If not, you know, Monday is kind of the backside of when it could go out, and hopefully it will go a little quicker. Finally, if you're in one of these first two breaks, which is Prime Signatures or the autograph baseball, if your team is not pulled in that break, you're still entitled to a consolation trading card for your team. It can be from any year, any series. It's typically going to ship with your next package the next time you pull a card or an item. It can ship sooner by itself. All you have to do, jump into eBay, let me know that's what you want, send me a message over there, and we'll work out the details. So first up tonight, 5 boxes of 2011 Panini Prime Signatures football. This is a half case break, and it is break number 69. It ended tonight, May the 10th on eBay, and of course we're live streaming it and breaking it tonight, Thursday, May the 10th as well. You see team names are there on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And once again, if you are one of the people who is sitting on one of the unpaid teams in this break, I certainly would appreciate it if you would jump into eBay and take care of your payment. So that'd be one less thing I have to worry about, right? Finally, you're going to notice here that the focus is changing. The background's gotten a little bit out of focus, but don't worry, we're still going to be able to see everything without any problems. Excuse me. My asthma is acting up tonight, right? People in the neighborhood were just mowing grass and doing all kinds of things like that today, and I am allergic to, believe it or not, most everything outdoors. Most kinds of trees and grass and everything. As much as I love the outdoors, it does give me trouble sometimes. So this is the start of a new case, as you see here. So what that means is I'm going to take out all 10 of the boxes, even though we're only opening half of this case tonight. All 10 boxes are going to come out. I will number each of them on the end. Then I will use random.org to determine which of these are opened tonight versus which ones will be open in our next break, which will be break number 70. So it's a pretty simple process. I just mark on the ends of them. I'll take you with me when we go over here to random in a minute. I'll type in 1 through 10. I will hit random one single time, and the first 5 numbers that come up will be the 5 boxes that we will open tonight. Whoops, that is the wrong one. That's where we want to be. Now we're in the right spot. Oh, I made a mess of that now, didn't I? Let's see if we can get that fixed. That's a little better. All right, so first 5 numbers that come up are 7, 6, 9, 10, and 2. So that's 2, 6, 7, 9, and 10 that we're opening tonight. 2, 6, 7, 9, and 10. All right, so here are our 5 boxes. Let me get these other 5 put back into their case, and then we're going to be ready to start ripping into some 2011 Prime Signatures here. If you haven't done a break with this product before, I'll give you a little info about it. It is 1 pack per box, and there is 1 hit per pack normally. What is that? There's tape stuck on my blade. No wonder that's not cutting. There we go. Occasionally, we have found 2 hits in a pack. Every once in a while we do. Most of the time, though, it's going to be 1 hit per pack, 1 pack per box. We may pull some redemptions out of here, and if we do, you will notice on there that they are expired. This is just a checklist. However, even though they're going to say that they're expired, still enter them into your account, just like you would an unexpired redemption. A lot of times, believe it or not, they still have stuff from as far back as this. And when they do, they will send it out usually within a month or 2 on the expired stuff. So if you've entered it, and it's been a month or 2 on something expired, and you still haven't gotten it, then at that point it's probably fairly safe to assume that they no longer have it. That doesn't mean you don't get anything. It just means you're going to have to work a little harder to get something. They're really good, actually, about substituting stuff. And they'll work with you to find your favorite players, your favorite teams, that sort of thing, to replace something that has expired that they no longer have. The hard part is you have to find a live person. That can be the challenge. They don't really answer the phone. They don't really answer their emails. I mean, they give you an email address and tell you that's where you contact them about it, but then they never, ever, ever respond to those. So, you know, I suggest social media. So Facebook, Twitter, something like that. If you have stuff and it's been sitting in your account for a while and you haven't seen anything, that's your best bet trying to reach someone to get a substitute. So every card in 2011 Prime Signatures will be numbered even hour base. So we're starting off with Franco Harris to $4.99 for the Steelers, John Brody to $4.99 for the 49ers, Des Bryant to $25 for the Cowboys. Our hit out of this pack is Arian Foster to $25 for the Texans. So if our rookies in this series happen to be at the premiere day, their autographs will be on card. If they were not, there'll be a sticker autograph. It's kind of how that works. Hines Ward to $99 there on that prime proof for the Steelers. And then the Giants pull to $199 a Greg Jones rookie. Demaryius Thomas to $4.99 Broncos, Brett Favre $4.99 Packers, Bart Starr to $99 for the Packers, and a signed John Brody to $75, which is really kind of cool, for the 49ers, right? You don't pull John Brody out every day, so cool little hit there for the Niners. Des Bryant to $4.99 for the Cowboys, Sam Bradford to $4.99 for the Rams, Dave Casper to $49 for the Raiders, and a little Jamie Harper to $249 for the Tennessee Titans. That one is an on-card autograph for Jamie Harper. Last pack, which is the last box out of this half case, Joe Klecko to $4.99 for the Jets, Reggie Wayne to $4.99 for the Colts, Sean Marino to $99 for the Broncos, oh, and Doug Baldwin to $49 for the Seahawks. You know the reason I'm saying that? Because the person who has the Seahawks sent me a message tonight, and they said, hey, I'm looking for Doug Baldwin in 2011 Prime Signatures, and if you can pull it for me, you automatically go in my favorite sellers list. So, hey, I should be in somebody's favorite seller list right about now. That is awesome. Somebody was looking for it, and they got it. So Doug Baldwin to $49 for the Seahawks. We're just recapping, of course. Jamie Harper on card to $249 for the Titans. John Brody to $75 for the 49ers. Greg Jones to $199 for the Giants. And Arian Foster to $25 for the Texans. And guys, if you're watching, and gals, if you are watching live and you cannot see chat and you would like to be able to see or participate in chat in some way or another, a couple things you need to know about it. One is that you would need to be logged into YouTube. And the second thing is, if you happen to be watching on a mobile device like a phone or a tablet, you would also have to click on the link that says you want to view the desktop version. If you happen to miss this earlier, please take a moment to review the information you see here on the screen if you are in this upcoming break for Onyx Preferred Players Baseball. So again, anticipated shipping date Wednesday the 16th because it's a free shipping break, and consolation cards, if your team doesn't hit, typically going to be sent with your next package, can be sent sooner. Just shoot me a message in eBay and let me know. So this is 3 boxes of 2018 Onyx Preferred Players Autographed Baseball. This is a full inner case break. It is break number 5. Like everything we're looking at tonight, it ended on May the 10th. We're live streaming it on May the 10th. You'll see several things in there that say no hits not listed. That is simply because that team really, truly did not have a signature option on the checklist. So I didn't list it on eBay. We don't want to take anybody's money if there's no chance to pull something. And I think I left the checklist. Hang on one second. Let me grab that. I always like to keep the checklist kind of handy just in case we need it for something. And I know there were also a few unpaid teams in this break. So please, please, if you are one of the people who have not paid for your teams, I need you to please take care of that. Oftentimes, if it's a bidder I know, just shoot me a message if you're bidding and you think you might be held up at work or whatever, and you think you might not get your payment in before the start of the break, shoot me a message and let me know so that I don't resell your team. Sometimes if it's people I don't know, or it's large dollar amounts or things like that, sometimes I do resell those teams, and we don't want that to happen to you. I'm just trying to show you. There's your empty case. You know me, I always show the empty boxes when stuff comes out of something like that, just like I showed you the empty box of 2011 Prime Signatures. It's just how I do it. So, of course, each one of these has an autographed baseball inside, and I always like to look at them before I open the thing to see who it actually is, see if we can guess the signature. Sometimes we get lucky, or I get lucky. Sometimes not as much, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't even know which way is up. I guess that way's up. Maybe that way's up? I don't know. At any rate, there's your Onyx authentication sticker, and there's our signature. And I have no idea who that is. This is an Onyx authentication card that will match up with your sticker. This is going to tell us who it is. Danny Salazar. And boy, I am going to have to look at the checklist for that, because I don't remember Danny Salazar. That's not one I pull very often either. So I'm looking. Hang on. There we go. Cleveland Indians. Okay, Danny Salazar is a Cleveland Indian. So Indians, first hit out. Checklist this year for this series is really crazy good. And we've pulled some of it. We've pulled an Acuna and some of the crazy good stuff already, too. Who's that going to be? Is that going to be Eloy? I don't know. Maybe. And once again, there's your Onyx sticker. And there's our autograph. Here's your Onyx card that will match your sticker. And it is indeed Eloy. How about that? Nice little hit. All we had to do was read the E, and we could guess that one fairly well. And Eloy, of course, is a White Sox now. Let me see if that's what he was on the checklist. Yeah, he is. So he is a Chicago White Sox. Eloy Jimenez. Nice hit for the White Sox. And third out, and we're getting there. Third out, I don't know, somebody with an R. Somebody with an R in their name. And once again, our sticker, our signature. Is that going to be Robert Gelman again? Maybe. There's Onyx authentication. Will match your sticker. No, this is Robert Stevenson. All right, Robert Stevenson. Let's find you on this checklist, man. Where are you, Robert Stevenson? Hey, Cincinnati Reds. You would think I would know that, but yet I didn't. So, what does that say? That's not good. That's not good for my brain, is it? All right, so we have Robert Stevenson for the Cincinnati Reds. And then we had Eloy Jimenez for the Chicago White Sox. And our first one was the Indians, but I've already forgotten what the guy's name was. Daggone it. Danny Salazar for the Indians. So those are our three baseballs tonight that make up our case of Onyx. And I just need to number these on the top, because it was, what, break number 5, all right? Just to make sure here that... just in case, you know, we were to open any others before these got shipped out the door, we want to make sure, or I want to make sure, that the break number's written on there. Yeah, so there we go. That is Onyx Preferred Players all wrapped up. Let me set these aside, and then we're going to bust into some Jumbo Bowman. All right, that's a big heavy case. Sorry, that makes the table kind of shake a little bit when I set it on there, because it's got a little weight to it. All right, so if you are in this upcoming break for Bowman Jumbo, Here's what you need to know. It will ship approximately Monday. I think that I can probably get that out to you faster than that. But to be on the safe side, I'm listing Monday, and if I can get it out to you sooner, absolutely I will. We don't have to worry about consolation cards here. There's a ton of cards in this little half case, and so every team is going to pull some cards here. 4 boxes of 2018 Bowman Jumbo Baseball. This is a half case break. It's break number 3. It also ended tonight, Thursday, May the 10th. And, of course, we're breaking it and streaming it tonight, May the 10th as well. Team names are on the left-hand side. Your name in lights as the winning bidder across from it there on the right-hand side. And this is also the start of a new case. So we're going to do the same thing with this that I did with the prime signatures in football a minute ago. Which is, I'm going to take out all the boxes. I will number them on the end, and I will use random.org then to determine which ones we open tonight versus which ones we will open tomorrow night when we open the back half of this case. I tell you what, excuse me for 1 second. I believe I need to go blow my nose so you do not have to listen to me sniffle. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm telling you, allergy season is not my friend, to put it mildly. All right, so same as before. Well, and that I'm going to just put a little number on there. I'll bring you with me over to random, where I will type in 1 through 8 and then hit random a single time and let random give us the first. It'll give us all 8 numbers, of course, but we'll take the first 4 and match them up with those boxes, and that'll be what we open tonight. All right, here we go. So it gives us box 7, 1, 6, and 5. So that's 1, 5, 6, and 7 that we'll be opening tonight. All right, so we need 5 and 6 and 7, not the rest of these. All right, give me 1 second here. I need to take the other 4 and put them back in their case. And now we are ready to get rolling with a little Bowman Jumbo here tonight. My guess is that by now, probably just about everybody knows what they're going to find in here. And just in case somebody doesn't, here's a little rundown. There are 10 packs and 32 cards per pack, so 320 cards per box. In each box, we're going to find 3 autographed cards. And we'll find a bunch of other things too, inserts and some numbered cards and a variety of things like that. One of our insert series is called Bowman Birthdays, and every card in that insert series will be a refractor. Ditto for an insert series called Bowman Trending. Everything in there will also be a refractor. Then we'll find Bowman Scouts Top 100. Those will not be refractors. We'll find some Rookie of the Year favorites. Those will be refractors. And we'll find a couple per box normally of an insert called Bowman Platinum. Or Bowman Sterling, Bowman Platinum. Why did I just get all crazy there and forget what I was saying because I started looking at this, I guess. Bowman Scouts Top 100 insert. That is one of them. There's the Bowman trending that I was talking about a moment ago, and there is Bowman birthdays. And of course, as you can see, we have a mix here of both chrome cards and paper cards. That's always the case when we're opening regular Bowman. There's always going to be some of each found in there. I meant to set our inserts out separately, so try to grab those here and get them scooted around a little bit. Trying to think if there's there may be another insert or two that I'll remember when we see it, but I think that's the highlight reel of the inserts we're going to find tonight anyway. Whoops. The paper likes to stick to the back of those chrome cards, I can tell you that. It tries to hitch a ride and stay hidden back there. Of course, as you can see, all of our inserts and things are in the middle of these jumbo packs. That's the way Topps typically does their jumbo. You have base cards and things right up until the middle part, and then that's where we find all of our inserts. Willie Calhoun, Rookie of the Year favorites. That's one of the insert series I was referencing a while ago. And we have our first color out. It is to 499, and it's paper for the Blue Jays. How about James Paxton and his no-hitter, right? How nice was that? And it happened when they were playing the Blue Jays, and he's from Canada, so that's pretty cool. Dave C., you are asking me how much for what? I'm not sure what your question is there in chat, Dave. You're gonna have to give me a little more info. Talent Pipeline, that's the other insert series I was forgetting. And Talent Pipeline also, every time we see one, it's going to be a refractor. You know, the bid prices vary, Dave. The prices, you know, they're different pretty much every break, and every team ends up on a different bid amount. So off the top of my head, I don't remember what each of the teams went for, but you should be able to see it in eBay completed listings. I believe you can pull it up that way if you have something specific that you want to look up, but unfortunately I don't remember. We had a lot of breaks tonight. I don't remember them all. Francisco Lindor, Cleveland Indians to 150, and that is paper. Oh no, this was not random teams. I very seldom do random team breaks on eBay because I think most of the people who are on eBay are more familiar with either it being a team break, a bidding type situation, or even sometimes a player break in a bidding situation. But I find it more difficult usually to do random teams on there. I do them sometimes, and in fact I'll be doing it before too long for that Leaf Greatest Hits baseball box that's sitting there. And we did some with basketball at the end of the year, so I do them from time to time, but most of the time I'm either going to be doing team or player breaks in a bidding format when it's on eBay. Here is Bowman Sterling insert that I was talking about a moment ago. That is Mateo on this one. In the hobby boxes, we find those 1 per box. I have found in the jumbos, which is of course what we're opening tonight, they tend to come out 2 per box most of the time. DJ Peters for the LA Dodgers is our first signature of the night, and our first signature of the 3 we should find in this particular box. So Dodgers getting the first crack at it tonight. So we already had 3 no-hitters this year. Isn't that kind of crazy? I mean, we're pretty early in the season, right? We've already had 3 no-hitters. I mean, we had Mannion, right, with the A's was the first one. And then the Dodgers did the, well, it was multiple pitchers, but the Dodgers had a combined no-hitter. And then there came James Paxton to draw his. So 3 of them, not too shabby. And a couple of guys affiliated with Kentucky involved in that. Because Walker Buehler is from Kentucky, not far from here. Shohei Ohtani, paper base, those have been coming out 1 per box in hobby, sometimes 1, sometimes 2 in jumbo, I find. And then, of course, James Paxton played at UK, so a couple of pitchers involved in no-hitters this year associated kind of with Kentucky. To 125 Sierra for the Astros. That one was, of course, chrome. And then, you know, the other night when I was talking about Matt Harvey, and I said, oh, yeah, the Reds should pick him up because we're in such bad shape. We're not even going to care if he's got off-the-field issues. And by golly, look what happened. Yeah, Reds picked up Matt Harvey. Traded off Mesoraco, who has been good but injured a lot. Of course, Matt Harvey's had his share too, and they made the trade while the Mets were playing the Reds, so all they had to do was just walk across the field to the opposite dugout. I think Mesoraco's already had a start for the Mets, and Matt Harvey's going to be starting for the Reds maybe tomorrow. Taylor Clark to 125. That's chrome and shimmer for the Diamondbacks. So, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good or bad. Of course, Matt Harvey's been really quite bad this year, but maybe a change of scenery is going to help him. Mejia is our Bowman Sterling continuity, second one out for this box. But, I mean, I don't know that the Reds, frankly, can get much worse, so what the heck, may as well. And Tucker Barnhart wasn't going to go anywhere, right? I mean, Mesoraco was going to stay the backup and injured so much anyway. I think it was probably a decent trade for Cincinnati anyway. And the Mets were probably just glad to get anything for Matt Harvey because they were going to get rid of him one way or the other. Oh, that is a wrong sleeve. That happens to be a big thick. So is that one. Okay, hang on, guys. Sorry. For some reason, my pile of sleeves here is suddenly mixed in with thick card sleeves mixed in with our regular, which isn't working out real well. Let's see if we're back to normal now. There we go. And it's Shed Long for my Cincinnati Reds in a blue chrome parallel to 150. So that's the second of 3 autographs we're looking for here out of box number 1 in this half of the break. This half of the case, I should say. There's our second Shohei. So we do have 2 paper base for him out of this box anyway. And the Cincinnati Reds, ba-boom. Okay, you already had the nice Shed Long, but this is who you wanted, and that is sweet. There's Hunter Green, first Bowman, refractor, should be to 499, and it is. It is number 401 of 499. Cincinnati Reds having a nice break already just here in the first box. It's only the second time I've pulled Hunter out of Bowman this spring. Of course, we opened what? How many cases of hobby did we open? 3 or so. The autographs were 2 for the Reds. Who was the first one? It was for the Dodgers. But of course, again, I will recap all that at the end of the break. We go back through and take a look at all of our numbered cards, and we'll go back through and take a look at the Bowman Sterling continuity cards, as well as all of our autograph hits. Here's a nice little Melendez numbered to 75 for the Kansas City Royals. That one is chrome parallel. But yes, we opened, what was it, maybe it was 3 cases of Hobby. And then this is our 2nd case of Jumbo so far. The other Hunter Green that I found was on the Bowman Sterling insert. It was numbered, I think, to 99. But of course, a lot of people prefer to have it just like that, on the first Bowman, on chrome, not on one of the inserts. To me, I just like Hunter Green. I'd be happy to have it on any of them, but I keep getting outbid. Every time I bid on somebody else's break to get the Reds, keep getting outbid. But one of these days, I'll jump in there and get them, hopefully. Of course, I probably won't get lucky enough to pull the Hunter Green in the break that I buy into. But you never know. Sometimes you get good luck. You get what you want to get. Nick Prado, Bowman Sterling for the Royals. Wow, the Reds are just rocking it. Here's another Shed Long coming out for the Reds, also numbered. This one is to 250. So the Reds right now have 3 of the 4 hits that we have pulled have been for the Reds. All 3 of them numbered. So Cincinnati's having quite a good little break at the moment. Of course, really, once you pulled the Hunter Green, that's probably the one you were looking for as much as anything else was Hunter. So at least we found that one early on. Remember who has the Reds tonight. Oh, yeah, I know. I look at so many different usernames and spreadsheets and cards every day. I have a hard time remembering who has what from one minute to the next. The Astros are out next with JB Bukowskis. Oh, I see a little blue shimmer coming. Also for the Reds. That is crazy. Tyler Stevenson to 150. This is just like a half case tailor-made for the Cincinnati Reds right now. They are pulling everything out of here at the moment. Another talent pipeline. That one's for the Rockies. And actually, the Reds pulled an autographed baseball out of the Onyx break a minute ago, too. So they've really just kind of had a groove going all night, I guess, across the various breaks. Tomorrow night's going to be crazy. Between doing a case of Majestic football, which, frankly, we did really well with the first case of Majestic. And not as... I mean, we had some nice rookies, but we also had some very nice veteran players in there and Hall of Famers. Clint Frazier on our Bowman Sterling continuity. So the first case of Majestic, which we opened the night it came out on Wednesday, quite good. It's going to be hard for the second case to beat it, but I have a feeling it might. And then, of course, National Treasures basketball. That has been awesome. So we'll open another case of it, and then we'll have a half case of Bowman Jumbo again. So tomorrow night's going to be a lot of fun. Nothing one box, no memorabilia, just all cases tomorrow night. Corbin Burns for the Milwaukee Brewers is our third hit out of this box. It's a pretty good little hit, too, for the Brewers. He's been kind of playing better, right? Moving up a little, I believe. We haven't seen any of our Ohtani paper base out of this box yet, have we? I don't think so. We should still be finding one or two of those. For the Phillies, we have Spencer Howard to 499 on a first Bowman refractor. Oh, and you know what? Tier 1 got moved. We've been talking all week about how we're Tier 1's coming on Wednesday. I mean, as in this upcoming Wednesday. And how basically it had originally been timed so that we would end up finishing up Bowman Jumbo right about the time that Tier 1 came out, and they just pushed the date to 150 Corbin Burns. That is paper for the Milwaukee Brewers in the blue parallel. So yeah, they moved it back a week, so it's not going to be the 16th now. It's going to be the 23rd of May before we see Tier 1. And of course, we're going to be out of Jumbo before then, most likely, because I timed it to be finished up right about the 15th or so. So I could move one of the breaks. So we'll move one back, but we're not going to have enough Bowman Jumbo to last us all the way to the 23rd, unfortunately. But we'll find something else to open. Shohei base paper. A talent pipeline for the Giants. They're still showing, too, a June 27th release date for Inception, which, of course, you know, got moved back at the first of the year. Should have been out a long time ago. But they're also showing something else coming out that same day. I've forgotten what it was now. But you know they're not both going to stay there, so I don't know which one will move, if it'll be Inception or the other one, but one of them will move from the 27th. They moved the Data Museum collection back a couple days. Maybe it was moved back a week, too. That came out yesterday. To 250, Steven Strasburg for the Nationals. Of course, all those guys do that. Topps, Panini, all of them. They'll give you a release date, and then I think Topps tends to move them more than Panini, but both of them are known to move them for sure. So that was our halfway point of this break. That was the end of box number 2. This is the beginning of box number 3 of 4. It's definitely nicer to have fewer packs to open. I mean, it's probably roughly the same number of cards as we would find in a half case of hobby, but it seems like it's easier to deal with because there's fewer packs to open. It's probably about the same, but it seems easier. I don't know. Gonzalez to 499. That one is also paper. It's for the Marlins, of course. And that was another one of those giant card sleeves, but that's all right. I'll fix it later. We'll leave it for now. I'll switch it up before I put it in a top loader. Bowman Sterling, Eloy for the White Sox. Here comes a nice little autograph for the Baltimore Orioles with Chance Sisco. Chance has actually been coming out of Bowman fairly regularly. Because it always seems like there's one or two players that you just have an easy time finding, and then one or two players that are always really hard to find. It seems like anytime we do Bowman, that always seems to be the case. Haven't seen any orange yet, though. Should probably be due for some orange, because those have been, seems like those have been coming out quite a bit this year in Bowman. We'll pull more orange than I think we normally do in Bowman. Shohei, base, paper base, rookie. Saw the sell sheet today for Bowman High Tech. Of course, that was new last year. And it was pretty good last year, but I think they've juiced it up a little bit this year. They've added some extra stuff, including some case hits and some first Bowman parallels in High Tech as well. So it looks like they've maybe made a few little improvements over what it was last year, and I liked it last year, so it should even be better this year. Talent pipeline for the Mariners. Of course, you know me, I like Bowman in general, so I enjoy the prospecting part of collecting, so anything that comes out Bowman, I'm probably gonna like it to a large degree anyway. But High Tech has so many patterns and variations and things you can do with it. It's kind of cool. But I definitely like that they added a case hit. An autograph case hit, I should say. Dennis Santana for the Dodgers. So that's a couple that have come out for the Dodgers already for signatures. Of course, we've had 3 for the Reds as well. An atomic refractor to 150 on the Rookie of the Year favorites parallel. That's J.P. Crawford and the Phillies. Followed up by Alzolay to 250. That's purple chrome parallel for the Cubs. I always thought it was interesting that you pull the atomic refractor at a higher rate out of Bowman Hobby than you do out of Jumbo. Most things you tend to pull at a higher rate out of Jumbo, but not those. As the atomic refractors, of course, are 1 per box in Hobby, they definitely don't come out of 1 per box ratio in Jumbo. Definitely less than that. Hey, there's Chris Bryant to $4.99 for the Cubbies. That's paper. Talent pipeline for the Nats. This is numbered to 499 for the Royals, Khalil Lee. He came out a lot last year out of all kinds of stuff. And in some, what was it? Might have been in Bowman Chrome last year, where he was half live in the product and the other half were redemptions. It was really odd. Like he must have signed and returned part of his allocation of cards, but not all of them, or something like that. Sometimes even within the same box, you could find a live Khalil Lee alongside a redemption for Khalil Lee. It's another Ohtani paper base. So I think we had one box that had just one, and our other 2 boxes had 2 each, I think, of Shohei's base rookie. I believe that's right. I kind of try to keep track of that for you, because I know if you have the Angels, it was not an inexpensive buy-in, so I know it's something you would like to keep track of, so I do my best to keep a little bit of a running tally going for you in that regard. Talent pipeline for the Red Sox. And Baby Vlad for the Blue Jays. Bowman Sterling. I'm sure he loves being called Baby Vlad, right? Hey, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to follow your successful dad into the same sport. That's what's going to happen when you're named the same thing. People are going to call you Baby Vlad. Maybe not to your face, but it's going to happen. Phillies with Romero. Our 3rd and final autograph for this box. Hung out until the very last pack. That was the end of box 3. Here comes our 4th and final box in this half case of Bowman Jumbo. And of course, again, the back half of this case we're going to bust into tomorrow night. So then Saturday and Sunday, that's when we've got a lot of of 1 and 2 box breaks. Everything's with free shipping. Saturday, and there's some baseball in there too. Shohei paper base out of box number 4. Jaron Kendall to 125. That is also chrome for the Dodgers. We've got another triple play box in Saturday night too, which so far we've had really good luck with. We pulled the Reggie Jackson jersey because, you know, the triple play box is 3 autographed items in the same box. For baseball, it's an autographed jersey, an autographed baseball, and an autographed picture. And we pulled a Reggie Jackson jersey for the Yankees out of our last one. And the one before that, we pulled Stan Musial for the Cardinals was our jersey. So we've had really pretty good luck with the triple plays. And this is a nice hit. Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. Very nice for the Rays. Brendan's been a little scarce this year too, so glad to see him make an appearance. I think the Rays sold, actually everything sold very reasonably tonight. Maybe a little bit lower than it does sometimes. So he probably picked up Brendan McKay there at a pretty decent price tonight. Another talent pipeline. That one's the Indians. We're going to open one of those. They don't call them triple play for basketball, though. They call them three-peat, which I think is kind of weird. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, I know there is no such thing as a triple play in basketball, but three-peat's just odd. Like, I don't know why they named it that, but anyway, it's the same concept with 3 autographed items, but this will be the first one of those that we've tried out, so be anxious to see what we pull out of it over the weekend. Saturday, I think it is. It's a jersey, autographed basketball, and again, an autographed picture, but a talent pipeline for the Marlins, and there's a paper stuck behind it. I know we're doing another case of the autographed baseballs. I'm trying to think what other baseball is up for Saturday and Sunday. I think there's 2012 Panini Signature Series, the Triple Play Box, another case of the Onyx Preferred Players, and maybe something else. I don't know. Don't do as many 1 and 2 box breaks with baseball. Those tend to go out in cases and half cases most of the time. And as we all know, there's not been extra baseball around for the last couple of years. Everything sells out and then immediately has the price go up to an insane amount. Greg Deichmann to 250. That's a purple parallel for the A's. Of course, this year, basketball has been as crazy as football in terms of pricing and in terms of availability. You just can't get as much of anything as you want to get. And it looks like football is probably heading the same way for 2018, which is just crazy. They've never had a shortage of football. But they're saying a lot more of that's going to be allocated this year than normal. Carlos Correa for the Astros in our Bowman Sterling continuity. Our first autograph out. No, did Brendan McKay come out of here? Well, remember where Brendan McKay came out of, but an autograph hit out of this box is Mackenzie Mills for the Phillies. It's a refractor numbered to 499. And of course, again, I will do a recap at the end of the break. We'll take a look at all of our numbered cards again. We'll go through our autograph cards again as well. was having an interesting conversation with someone earlier this week, and we were talking about, actually we were talking specifically about basketball products and how they said all year they didn't have enough assets, which is what they call signatures and material, you know, the things that are required to make the hits for the products, that they didn't have enough assets to produce the amount of basketball cards that they wanted to produce this year. So, you know, whatever, we know that sort of thing happens. But then the question was, you know, then why make all these new products? Why wouldn't you just keep making the products that you know everybody wants? To $499, Chris Archer for the Rays, that is paper. So it's like, why wouldn't you just make more of what is already there instead of coming out with all these new products and taking up, you know, making less of the other stuff? Because to me, that would just seem, right? Wouldn't that seem to be reasonable? But yeah, so here's what I did not know until I had this conversation earlier in the week. This guy that I was speaking to used to work for Upper Deck, and part of his job was getting things signed and getting the jerseys and all that kind of a deal. And he said that the contracts with each of these sports specify how many products they have to have every year. Talent pipeline for the Orioles. Copic for the White Sox in the Bowman Sterling parallel. So, for example, the NBA might require as part of its contractual agreement with Panini that Panini produce whatever the number is. Say 30 different basketball card releases per year. Because I always thought, you know, honestly, I always thought it was the card companies. Because sometimes you would just look at them and think, man, why are you putting out so many of these? What are you doing? And again, why make some of them? Why not just make more of some of them? Blah, blah, blah. Now it all makes sense. So they have a certain number of autographs and jerseys and whatever to work with. Corbin Burns for the Brewers to $499 refractor. And they have to make that stretch into whatever the specified number of products is for the contract. So I found that very interesting. Because, I mean, who wouldn't just think, gosh, card companies are being greedy. Why are they making so many? And why are they... Yeah, because they have to, apparently. So... And he said the numbers were pretty high, like a lot more releases than you would expect it to be are contractually required. So interesting. At least I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you did or not, but I did. I like having that little insight into the way some of that stuff works. We are coming up on our last pack in the last box of this half case of Bowman Jumbo. And our last autograph out is Greg Deichmann for the Oakland A's. No orange in this half case. And really there has been what seems like more orange than normal coming out of Bowman this year, so maybe the second half's going to be loaded up with it. I don't know. But we didn't pull any tonight. All right, let's do a little recap here of this, and after we finish the recap, I will put the spreadsheet information up one more time in case someone joined late, you missed it, or whatever the case may be. We'll put that up again. All right, so we have 1, 2, well, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we pulled 6 Ohtani paper base for the Angels. We pulled 1 atomic refractor to 150, and it was J.P. Crawford for the Phillies in the Rookie of the Year favorites parallel. Our Bowman Sterling continuity cards are the White Sox, the Astros, the Blue Jays, the White Sox again. I've got these going all kinds of different directions. The Yankees, the Royals, the Indians, and the A's. So that's what Bowman Sterling continuity look like. Our numbered cards, that is a refractor to 499, paper to 499, paper to 250, chrome to 125, chrome refractor to 499, paper to 499, chrome purple parallel to 250, paper to 499, paper to 250, paper to 150, Bowman, or of course it's Bowman, it's all Bowman. It's a chrome refractor to 499, to 150 a blue shimmer chrome, to 75 for the Royals on a chrome, a green shimmer to 125 for the Diamondbacks, green to 125 for the Astros, Francisco Lindor paper to 150, and then I don't know how to say his last name, Zeish to 499 for the Blue Jays paper. Yeah, you guys know I'm terrible with pronouncing the names. Our autograph hits, Greg Deichmann for the Oakland A's. Mackenzie Mills for the Phillies to 499. Nice little Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. For the Phillies again with Jojo Romero. For the Dodgers, we have Dennis Santana. For the Orioles, Chance Sisco. For the Brewers, Corbin Burns. For the Astros, JB Bukowskis. What happened to me there? I don't know. I went blank. Shed Long, the first of two. For the Cincinnati Reds, that's purple chrome parallel to 250. Beautiful little Hunter Green first Bowman refractor to 499, also for the Reds. Another Shed Long chrome for the Reds. That one is a blue chrome to 150. And then for the Dodgers, DJ Peters. So that wraps up this half case of Bowman. And as promised, I'm going to put our spreadsheet up again. Let me get our autofocus back on because we don't have to worry about that anymore. And let's take a look. So if you missed it earlier, anticipating, I really think I might be able to get this out sooner than Monday, but just to be on the safe side, I'm projecting a Monday shipping date for this Bowman Chrome Jumbo. And if I can get it to you sooner, I absolutely will, of course. And then a spin through what's coming up in the days ahead. You can see we'll be opening the back half of this case tomorrow night, along with some National Treasures basketball, a full case of that, and a full case of 2018 Majestic. Saturday and Sunday, as I was talking about earlier, that is all free shipping. That looks like a lot of items. It is a lot of items, but in both cases, it won't take us a terribly long time to break it because there's a lot of memorabilia in there. There's some 1 and 2 box breaks, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Stretches out over a lot of years, a lot of different sports, all free shipping. Going to be a good time on Saturday and Sunday. And of course, Sunday, note that we are starting at 9:30 instead of our normal 10. On Monday night, we'll do some 2012 Signature Series. We'll do some more autographed baseballs. We're going to do some of those over the weekend as well. And we will start a new case of Bowman Jumbo on Monday. And on Tuesday, we've got some more memorabilia there, some more 2011 Prime Signatures, and a little basketball, including a full case of the Donruss Optic Blasters. Right? Not the hobby, but the blasters in a full case. So that's it for me tonight. As always, I appreciate everybody who bids and breaks with me, hangs out with me, chats with me, stops by to watch the break, and anything else. Any way you participate, I appreciate it. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.